In Android, Room database library is a wrapper above the SQLite database library. Android team recommends us to use Room database library instead of directly executing the SQL queries. To use Room database in our Android application, you have to include these libraries in your module level build.gradle file. That is Room Kotlin extension, Room runtime, Room compiler, and the Room testing. Then you have to define something called entity. The entity is nothing but a database table. So here I am defining a product with the name and the price, sale price, and the thumbnail image. So as you know, each database, this table have a unique primary key. Here I am auto generating that primary key. Then you have to write a database acquisition object. So here I am defining method to insert, query, delete, and update. For insert and update I am using the same function. If the primary key is already present, then it will replace the original record. Then there is a database class. These three you have to define in your application. Then the recommended way of using the database is from your UI you call a method in your view model. Then from view model you call repository. And from repository you call data acquisition object. Then it calls the database. In your main application you take a reference to your database and repository, then use in all of your application this instance of this database and repository. So here you see, just for example, I am going to insert a product. So from UI you fill up the product object, then you call the insert or update, then repository method dot insert I am calling here. So this view model is initialized with the repository. So suppose you are expecting some result from a database, you should not make any blocking call. Instead you observe, use live data observer for the results. Let us say, for example, after inserting I want to update the my product table. So all product the live data I am creating, and from the repository I am updating this live data. See here. So I am just updating the live data. So see, one of my application, Palm Shop is in Google Play Store. Now I will show you how I am using the Room library in that application. See, here I am going to insert a product name Stone. So now I am going to do insert operation. So after insert, it queried the database table and displaying the product in a recycler view. Now I am going to do update operation. See, now the sale price, I am changing the sale price to, let us say, 5. So now the sale price got updated. So now update operation has taken place. Now updated the product. Now let me insert one more thing. So now I will do some delete operation, then again requery the, after deletion requery the database. Selected, I am doing delete, yes. So now deleted, it requery the database and displaying the product again.